closer, Eva LACHERAY, was -12, and she's out and replaced by Anita Blas. And for Japan, KIKUCHI Komaki is out, replaced by AZUMA Sera. She was also -12.
Well, they're out, but they're in as reserves, and that's why we have 4 in a team. If you're new to fencing, then it's 3 fencers who will fence 3 bouts each, so 9 bouts in total. And Team Japan, as you say, walloped by Italy at 45-19 in the semi-finals. AZUMA, Sui, UENO and KIKUCHI. And the French team, RANVIER, THIBUS, Blas and LACHERAY.
RANVIER Pauline, THIBUS Ysaora, Anita, LACHERAY Eva.
And as you mentioned, Jeff, it was LACHERAY that let the most points slip against the United States of America. To be fair, they did slightly better, France against the USA, than Japan did against Italy. They lost 45-23.
Good luck, fencers. Referees, please start the match.
So our referees for this bronze medal match will be Pavel Sela of Slovakia. And Jeff, might you say the other referee from Thailand?
Oh, you're the lead, you're supposed to say this.
Chansuvanisi. Chansuvanisi.
Yes.
Nunta Chantunaf.
I should know this has been around for years already, but you threw that at me out of nowhere, and it's dark here.
Yeah. Anyway, this is how they made it through, and you can see, we've seen the scores, 45-19, 45-23. Japan, well, they did well to beat Russia. It was a low-scoring match, 31-17. Then Russia, and then Italy in the semis, whereas France, they beat Poland 43-32, and they beat Canada 45-38, but could not beat the United States of America.
So both teams come in on equal footing because they both suffered a similar defeat. It's not like one team got a big defeat, another one lost 45-44.
So starting for France will be Anita Blas, and for Japan, it's UENO Yuka. And if you're new to fencing, it's foil. It's the most accurate of all the weapons. It's the lightest, it's the smallest target area, just that lame vest and the bib of the mask. And it's a weapon of convention, which means the referee has to decide who the attacking fencer was in the final action. And if you're being attacked, so if your opponent is moving towards you, threatening the target, you've got a couple of choices. You can either back away and beat the attack through distance, and then it becomes your, if you pick it up, it becomes your right away. Or you can parry your opponent's blade and hit them with a riposte, if you can. Or you can effectively steal a point on a counter-attack. But if you counter-attack, then it has to be just one light on the box. And in foil, there are off-target lights as well. So your opponent may come finish their attack. If it's there right away, they may finish on your leg or your shoulder. It would be a white light. If you hit with a colored light, it's still their right of way, so they reset where they were on the piece. And that's how it works.
So the referee here is saying it's attack or fair, beat attack. Right there's a beat. That gives the right of way to Blas. Clearly she beat the blade, and clearly RANVIER tried to beat as well.
UENO.
Oh, UENO, sorry. If there's one meeting of the blades, it goes to the fencer who initiated it. That's what the referee has to determine. And let's see what he determined. You could see when you make that motion with both fingers. Yes, I saw you both beat the blade, but you could see Blas is the one that took it first there.
Behind the line, please.
We didn't see far enough back on that replay for the beat.
Again, red,
So it's not who hits first, it's who establishes the right of way. UENO now beating the blade, trying to set up the attack.
attaque de droite, non voilà.
So attack from the right, attack de droite, malade
Regarde.
off.
Red. Allez. Out, attaque de gauche, non valable.
We're seeing a lot of white lights here, Jeff.
We do see that from time to time in women's foil.
Red, allez.
Blas's hair is out of the mask covering the lame. You probably should clean that up and get it inside the mask.
Because it's the target area, but she's so tall, it would be a job for UENO to flick right over it.
Out, attaque de gauche, non valable.
Come in and was bent forward.
Regarde.
It's Greg Koenig. Yeah, he's sitting there with the glasses. Rock star. There's the
Out,
attack.
attaque de droite.
Right.
One.
Watch the forward motion of the arm threatening the opponent's target. Watch on the right how she starts there. Blas counter, makes a counterattack that doesn't have the right of way. Watch the weapon arm going forward towards the target. It's not the feet that determine the right of way. It's the arm and the weapon arm.
Prêt, allez. Out, pare riposo no remise de droite, non valable. Regarde. Red, allez.
Very glum-looking faces in the French box. Or nervous. This is their chance of getting a medal.
Out, pare riposo no. Remise de gauche, non valable. Regarde. Red, allez. Out. Remise. Touche. One. Regarde. Êtes-vous prête? Allez.
So the first 3 minutes are ticking by, and we'll go to the
Out, salut.
changeover.
So not much happening. By the way, the coach in the Japan box is Frank Bodan. Sorry about that. With the glasses on. And we'll see if business picks up a little bit here in the
Out.
Bodan, by the way, was a bronze medalist at the Olympics in Atlanta in 1996.
One girl.
You got
Red.
that one, Jeff?
Actually refereed his bout in the semis against Alessandro Puccini, the eventual champion.
Did you give him any dodgy calls?
I hadn't seen him for
Out.
8 years. From Atlanta until the Athens Olympics, I saw him. Went over and said, "Hi, Jeff Buchanan, you remember me?" He goes, "Yes, you did a good job in Atlanta, but you made one very bad call against me." Thanks for asking.
Well, there you go.
One girl. Vous prêts? Allez. Out, attaque de droite, non valable.
Score is very low here. It's a direct contrast to men's foil fencing, which is 100 miles an hour, and the touches come in bunches. It's a different game.
And I feel it'll be a direct contrast to the gold medal match because Italy,
One.
they don't hang around. They tend to make the target score in each leg. Maybe not the first couple, but they'll hit the rungs on the ladder, the way that
Yeah.
the scoring works in
Okay.
team competition.
Red. Allez.
And we'll see it when we switch to sabre. There is no clock in sabre. First team to hit that multiple of 5. That's the target score of 45.
Out. Attaque. Non. Contre-attaque. Touche. One.
There's a riposte from the right, it appeared. Each touch is coming at a premium here with the bronze medal at stake.
Out. Attaque. Non. Contre-attaque. Touche. One.
Called as a counter-attack from AZUMA, but THIBUS' attack didn't land.
Red. Allez. Out.
Quick attack and preparation there.
One.
Surprising THIBUS. One step back,
Wait, please.
right to the chest.
One girl.
THIBUS got too close there, needs to keep a slightly longer distance.
Out. Attaque de gauche. Non valable.
Just checking that the coloured light still comes on from the
One girl.
bib of the mask.
Red. Allez.
That does come unconnected.
Out.
Not
Attaque
be
non
able to
valable.
score.
One girl. Red. Allez. Out. Attaque de faire pare. La riposte touche. One.
Looks like there on the right, the blade was picked up in the riposte.
One girl.
AZUMA has opened it up here.
Red. Allez. Out. Remise de gauche. Touche. One.
Went for the riposte again, missed. The remise from
Behind the line,
THIBUS
please.
scored.
Red. Allez.
Look at the footwork from AZUMA.
Little mincing steps.
Yeah.
Wide on guard line, very, very wide.
Out.
Changing the blade. Fencers will have a bag of 3 to 5 foils that have been pre-checked, pre-tested for the weight. It has to hold up a 500 grams. Has to be a weight of 500 grams. So when you hit, you have to depress by a certain amount of pressure. It's 500 grams to complete the electrical circuit.
Yes, please.
And they're different in each weapon. 750 grams in
Regarde.
In épée.
in
Yes.
épée.
Vous prêtes?
So 500 grams, that's the equivalent of a small bag of sugar. Or if
Out.
you order your beers in
Step
half
out.
litres, it's a half litre of beer in a plastic cup.
En garde.
It's fairly weighty.
Prêt? Allez.
You can't just brush.
It's gotta be a certain degree of pressure. Yeah.
Out. Attaque de
Squirming out of the
gauche.
way
Voilà.
is AZUMA, and THIBUS is lucky to get the off-target light on here because the counterattack hits right there.
But then back of the knee.
Yeah.
We
Regarde.
talked earlier about how you steal a point. That was
Red.
AZUMA trying to
Ah.
counter a closing counter and spinning out of the way. Didn't work.
Now the remise de gauche.
AZUMA has a small target to
One.
begin with. Then she crouches down low. She angles her body when you go to the inside line, so she's exceptionally difficult to hit.
Prêt? Allez. Out. Salut sur la
Time
ligne, s'il
runs
vous plaît.
out in the second period.
Sorry, Azuma. Azuma. Salute on the lines, please, ladies. Just salute. Thank you.
And we change over, and Pauline RANVIER is on for France. And TSUJI Sumire is on for Japan.
Yes. On garde. Okay. Allez.
Here we go. With period 3 of 9.
Push. One.
This was I think the referee actually called attack from the left that missed from RANVIER, went over the top of the head. Counterattack that scored.
Okay. Allez. Attaque au fait. No.
Attack au fair, says the referee.
Push.
Beat attack
One.
that misses. The counterattack hits. So now twice beat attack. That's RANVIER's action. She's actually initiated both actions and been hit both times.
On garde. Okay. Allez.
We're actually stood up watching the action live, and our monitor in the commentary box is
Halt,
around about,
attaque.
I would
Para.
say, around
Riposte non
about 5
balance.
minutes of a second behind.
Attention.
But it is funny.
On garde.
That's
Okay.
enough
Allez.
to want to watch it live.
So I will tell you a funny story. The Junior Cadet World Championships were in Wuxi, China, 2025. And we were in a similar situation. We were watching the main piece, and there was a delay of about 4 or 5 seconds. And so the commentary was calling something that was completely different than what people were watching. So we learned the lesson the hard way. So I'm going to watch the monitor.
Or if your commentary's behind, which it will be if you watch the
Ah,
monitor.
preparação.
Then you'll sound slow.
Attention.
And if you end up ahead as a commentator, then you end up predicting the action before it's happened.
On garde. Okay? Allez.
Nice attack there.
One.
We called the United States versus France semifinal and mentioned a few times that someone on this French team needs a spark.
Okay?
There was no spark.
Allez. Attaque para.
And the same is the
Riposte
case
contra
here.
riposte. One.
As Japan has now opened it up
On
a
garde.
little bit,
Okay?
doubled them up.
Allez.
And someone on the French team needs to get on a little, just chip away, get a couple in a row, because you can see the air has been sort of sucked out of the team box there. They need to come alive.
The body language, even early doors, looked pretty deflated from Team France. There's less than a minute left in this third period, but it's a great period for Tsuji to step off the back.
You could see it. She stepped off the back. Oh, she says, what was I doing? Watch both feet off the back of the end there. Watch. And that's it. And that's a point for your opponent.
Ovier's just turning around saying,
On
yeah,
garde.
bye-bye.
Okay?
A gift from Tsuji to RANVIER there.
Attaque. Non va là. On
So
garde.
15 is the
Okay?
target score from this third
Allez.
leg, multiples of 5.
Attaque para. Riposte non va là. On garde.
So-
Okay? Allez.
Getting closer.
Attaque para. Riposte
That's a
non va là.
riposte from the right. RANVIER was trying to suggest to the ref that it was hers. She still is. And I guess, and they're challenging it. Let's watch. First attack. Parried right there. Riposte. You know something? The first riposte was no. The first riposte from the right did not hit. It was a second action. This might be reversed. Watch Tsuji's first riposte. Went to the inside line. Parried. Coming up now. Parried. No, and then she disengaged under the flank.
Riposte non va là. On garde.
So that was,
Okay.
they did
Allez.
correct the call.
Attaque non va là. On garde. Okay? Allez. Attaque para.
Nice riposte there.
touche. One. On garde. Okay? Allez.
She just lost grip on her blade there.
Bien. On garde. Okay? Allez. Attaque para. Riposte no. Remise.
Remise from the left or counter riposte.
One.
Here's the parry. Did she pick it up? Nope.
No.
The riposte no and the remise hits.
On garde. Okay? Allez.
It's been a great leg for
Contre-attaque.
Tsuji.
Touche. One.
RANVIER did the right thing. She's setting up the attack. She's pushing in stages. She sees the opening finally and just misses. That underneath the arm, the flank is a tough target because
On
it's
garde.
a tough spot to hit
Okay.
there when the fencer drops their
Allez.
elbow and angles their body.
Bien.
So two good back-to-back
garde.
legs from Team Japan.
Okay?
AZUMA
Allez.
winning over THIBUS 6-4. And looks like TSUJI will win over RANVIER 6-3. So that's what's done all the damage to Team France. Can they respond? Because we're through with the final, with the first third of this match, and the French team with some work to do. There you see it. That's where it all changed around, and in legs 2 and 3, Japan have raced ahead, almost double.
Yeah, and they've won all 3 of the legs. So, again, France needs a spark. Where will it come from? It's still very early.
Well, if they go to their subs bench, it's Eva LACHERAY, who didn't have a great semi-final.
Allez.
Minus 12.
On garde. Okay.
Against the USA.
Allez.
Now will Japan accelerate things here?
Well, we saw in her first leg, AZUMA likes to be on her side of the piece as opposed to attacking. She's hard to hit. She plays off her defensive game.
Okay. Allez. Non voilà.
Frustration there from Blas because she found the opening, but just couldn't find the target.
On garde. Okay. Allez.
AZUMA frustrates her opponents because they're doing all the hard work looking for the opening, and she's just hard to get the light on.
Certainly hard to get a colored light on. So the referees are reviewing that one.
I briefly missed that action because I was telling the security guard who was talking right next to the booth to
Change. Attack, non voilà. The first one is missed. On garde.
So attack off target again.
Okay.
Blas.
Allez.
Yeah, that was the attack off target to the flank. That's a tough target to hit in AZUMA. She's lucky she got the light. That's being challenged as well.
No, I thought there was two.
There were
2 attacks from Blas.
Well, first one's short.
Watch this.
That misses.
So that misses. That misses.
That miss. No, that might have hit. Looked like AZUMA might have hit.
No, it was given to Blas.
But it looked like AZUMA's the one that should get that one.
Well, that's why she called
Yeah.
for a video review, Jeff. That's how it works.
So we've had. Whoa.
That's the referee's mic. Just feeding back, I think. Or something.
Remise, no. It's too
It goes to the right, so that's
Yeah.
a third. Yeah, you can see the first is no, and she immediately hit. Wow, from that's some angle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Referee Chanta Sivanasan has now
Allez.
reversed 3 calls, and I can tell you, as a referee, that when you do that, I mean, you want to get the calls right the first time, and you certainly want to get them right after looking at the review. But a referee is the same as a fencer. You can lose confidence a little bit when you reverse a couple of calls.
And you get the feeling that the fencers lose confidence in you as the referees.
Yes.
Then they start calling for more video.
Yes, and I can tell you, I've been in this position. It's nerve-wracking.
Attack, no. Contre-attack, no. Remise, touche point.
So that one is maintained. Let's see, attack no, that's no.
On garde. Okay. Allez.
Maybe it's just you, Jeff. You're just taking this too personal.
Attack, touche point.
I'm video review my whole career. If I'd seen how many mistakes I've made, I'd had much lesser belief in my ability. Attack from the right is parried. Let's watch. Actually, the left took the blade almost in preparation. Whatever was his parry riposte, beat attack in preparation, Blas took the blade. That's all that matters. And here's potentially the spark that France didn't have in the semis and hasn't had until now.
Blas wasn't in, was on as reserve in the semis. She's not smarting quite so much from that defeat.
Para repose no remis no wala. On guard. Okay? Ale.
What a counter riposte by Blas there. She came blazing forward, and she, from close distance, the riposte is parried and counter was, wow, that's a beauty. And this is the spark. This is the moment for France that they haven't had, and it's happening now.
On guard. Okay?
4-1.
Ale.
Blas over Azuma. Scores in the lower part of the scoreboard there. Japan still lead, but it's been cut down to 2. There's still time for Blas to potentially level the score.
So can she continue? Big turnaround here in the 4th leg. And that's the excitement of the relay format of these team matches. It could take one hot fencer that can just change it around. And looks like we're in the midst of one of those turnarounds right now with Anita Blas.
Well, Blas faced UENO in the first leg, and they were just doing containment, really. The score was 2-1. Now Blas has to really go after it, and now she's done just that.
Okay? Ale.
From the French fencer.
On guard. Come to the middle.
Now just being reset in the middle.
On guard. Okay?
Up and down, but
Ale.
laterally, they're hugging the side.
Yeah, the fencers like to do that, but the rules say that they're supposed to start in the lateral middle of that 1.5 meter wide piece. So ties it up on the counter attack here. After climbing the hill, can Blas get France into the lead?
On guard. Okay? Ale. Out of the piece. On guard. Okay? Ale.
Now 15 seconds left on the clock, and scores tied. Blas might think, okay, job done. Still pressing though, one more.
The riposte. So what a, if that call stands, what a momentum breaker that was.
Well, it so often is the case. If a trailing fencer has been trailing by a big score and does all the work to level the scores, it seems like more than 50% of the time, defender that has then been caught up with then gets the next hit and then gets back into the lead.
There's a reason for that. The reason for that is that fencers feel that climbing the hill, the job is done when the score is tied. That's the mental break. And they do take a mental break at that point. It's getting the lead that's the key. And she didn't do it.
On guard.
If you've ever climbed a dangerous
Okay.
mountain,
Ali.
then you'll know that when you reach the top of the mountain, you're less than halfway through your journey, because coming down is way more dangerous. And most people think, oh, I get to the top, it's fine. But no, the descent is where people end up in sticky situations, and it's exactly the same mentality.
Yeah. Nevertheless, breath of life back to the French bench, which was really not looking good 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, there's a breath of life back to this contest, because if the scores are level as we go into the third period of this, then we could see some fireworks.
I'm looking down to the Japan bench to see if Kikuchi Komaki is starting to warm up, because that was a rough go there for Azuma.
Yuka Ueno on for Japan.
And LACHERAY is in.
LACHERAY is in for RANVIER. So they put the sub on. Containment from LACHERAY. That's
Out.
been the order.
So that was a quick switch, taking RANVIER out. She was 6-3 against TSUJI in the third leg. She theoretically could go back in the seventh leg, in the same spot.
Might well do.
It could.
They might have just put LACHERAY on as containing fencer. Don't give away.
Non-combativité.
Don't give up too many points. Is that Passivity yellows?
Sorry.
No.
What was the yellow for?
Was
En garde.
No.
it's? He says not.
En garde. Red. Allez. Out, preparación, attack, touche, one.
Scores tied. Leveled up.
Attack starts from the left. There you can see. Now the second opportunity for France. They've tied it up to take the lead.
En garde. Red. Allez.
Well, that might take away the incentive for UENO to take too many risks. We might be going through a little bit of a stagnant period.
Possibly.
Carton jaune. Corps à corps.
So there's a yellow card
Red.
to LACHERAY. It was either for covering or for core quarter of order riposte. Commits a second infraction. It would be a red card point for the opponent.
Out.
The riposte was no, the remise was yes, and for the second time, France has climbed to the top but hasn't been able to get over the hump.
En garde. Red. Allez. Out. Remise de riposte volable. Regarde.
Ueno attacks and gets out of distance quickly once she's parried. Frustrating LACHERAY right now, who has not been able to get inside the distance.
Out attaque de gauche. Volable. Regarde. Prête. Allez. Attaque de droite. Non valable.
Referee says attack from the right, off target.
Regarde. Prête. Allez. Out, remise de droite, non valable. Regarde. Vous prête? Allez.
Well, a containment leg there. LACHERAY coming on for RANVIER and doing the job she was instructed to do by the French coach, and UENO played the same game. So 1 point lead to Japan. TSUJI Sumire coming on for the Japanese, and Ysaora THIBUS for France. Second time we're seeing THIBUS. Her first leg, she lost 6-4 to AZUMA.
Just a second.
And TSUJI won 6-3 over RANVIER. RANVIER was subbed, but could potentially come back. And if you don't come back, it would be straight
Regarde.
away in the following
Prête.
leg after this
Allez.
one. Will things hot up now that THIBUS is on?
Out attaque non. Contre-attaque touche.
Or will Japan try and use this opportunity to build a lead?
Regarde.
Well, France is still climbing that hill,
Prête. Allez.
and Japan, after that really rough leg with AZUMA, has steadied the ship and maintained the lead.
Prête. Allez. Out. Out.
So THIBUS pushed
Regarde.
TSUJI to the back at the end of the piece. There's no more room for her to go back. So she almost has to
Prête.
guess on parries which way THIBUS is going to go.
Allez. Out attaque de droite. Touche. One. Deux.
So the referee called attack from the right. THIBUS, you could see her hand motion, says, I beat the blade, which would give me the right of way. Watch to see if she did. Well, there were two swipes,
Attaque de droite. Touche.
but
One.
she missed on this. Definitely missed on it.
Regarde.
Didn't look like she got it there. No. Referee maintained the call. You get one challenge for each leg, and that's it for
Regarde.
THIBUS.
Prête. Allez.
TSUJI's looked good. she was the one that came on. It was
Out
KIKUCHI
attack the gauche.
that fenced in the semi-final against Italy.
Regarde. Red, allez.
Attack is parried and the riposte, and you can see the dejected body language there by THIBUS. You can see a little frustration in the team box. They were so close. They tied it up on 2 different occasions, and it's back to a three-touch deficit. And touches and points, they're coming at a premium here. Both teams are so careful with the bronze medal at stake. So few risks being taken.
Out. Il pose no remise de gauche, no valable. Regarde. Prêt, allez.
Attack is no, says the ref, not parried. No, there's no more challenges. You don't get one, and it was used.
Was that not a parry there?
Yeah, so he said attack no or parry. It's the same thing. It's semantics. But the first action was no, and just like that, it's back to 4-touch lead, which is gigantic right now. The only spark that France has had has been from Blas, and she's going to have to try to do it again.
Yeah, Jeff Blas, one of the only French fencers who's on a plus indicator.
She'll be in the next. She'll be in the 8th, next to last penultimate leg.
She's on +3.
Behind the line, please. Behind the line. Regarde. Red, allez.
THIBUS still pushing here. At some point, you might want to say shut it down because she's having trouble scoring. You don't want this to get worse.
Red, allez. Attack de gauche, no valable.
Still the attack from the left, off target from THIBUS.
Regarde. Prêt, allez.
How's no one hit yet? They finally tie each other up.
That's a great job by referee Seller. He let them go, and a lot of times the referee will call the halt there. If there's no body contact and you can follow the action, let them go. That was great job by the referee.
Red, allez. Attack de gauche. Push.
There we go.
One.
So she's going to have to try to do that again and push TSUJI to the end of the piece.
I'm not sure if she's got the time. We'll see.
Regarde.
11 seconds.
Red, allez.
If TSUJI doesn't give up the distance too quickly.
Out.
The referee called halt because the fencers they were stuck there in that sort of tangled up thing with the bells.
Regarde. Red, allez.
There, we're going to step away. Well, another big leg for Japan. That's a good leg for TSUJI.
And RANVIER is back in.
Wow, so it was a tactical replacement, putting LACHERAY in. And effectively, she did her job. It was 1-1 in that leg. And now RANVIER coming back in to try and see if they can close the gap again, get level again. RANVIER though.
It's Kikuchi.
Oh, Kikuchi's come in for
Yeah.
AZUMA.
Ale.
So RANVIER replacing her replacement and Kikuchi coming in as the replacement.
Remise. Touch. Point.
Got into an infighting boxing battle there, and RANVIER was able to get the light. Right in the middle, so Kikuchi has come out a little flat-footed there. That was an easy attack, straight attack, a little flat-footed. He's got to pick up the pace with the feet.
I think this could be France right back in here because
Ongar.
Kikuchi didn't perform well in the semi-finals.
RANVIER had the riposte hit off target.
Ongar. Okay. Ale.
So RANVIER, I thought it would have to be Blas in the 8th leg to light the flame again, but here it is, RANVIER coming back in, and she's done it.
Well, if RANVIER can close the gap, get the scores level, then it could be up to Blas to take the lead and basically put it out of reach for the Japanese. That's what they hope. That's what they hope will happen.
I think with 3-0 in the first minute, they're hoping for a lot more out of RANVIER because Kikuchi was flat in the semis, and she's flat right now in this leg. Gets her first. Got to keep the legs moving. Barely there with a half lunge from so close.
Okay. Ale.
That's body contact, which caused the halt provoked by RANVIER. There's the body contact.
Okay.
That provokes the halt. Sort of bad luck for Kikuchi that she didn't get that one, but once the ref calls halt, it can't be allowed afterwards, and the halt is called for the action of the core.
Okay. Ale.
The attack from RANVIER is no. So the theme of this bronze medal match has been France climbing up the hill and not being able to get up there.
Ale.
The first minute is 3-0 for RANVIER. You feel that she's going to go on a roll, and you didn't see this coming. And Kikuchi has completely snuffed out that rally.
Ale. Attack no, riposte no, remise.
RANVIER gets away with one there because Kikuchi had the parry and just missed on the riposte.
On guard. Okay. Ale.
the screen, but it is ticking down
Attack
on
no,
the
repose no, release, touche.
referee's box.
Point.
44 seconds is what the referee box
On
says.
garde. Fait.
And on the screen it's
Allez.
kind of frozen. In fact, the score is 23-21 to Japan, not 22-19.
Yeah.
Something's gone up with the graphics on the
remise,
TV,
en bas.
because we're down to 31 seconds. And if you look at the
On garde.
Yeah.
the score on the screen, the graphics,
Allez.
they're not keeping up with the
Attack
scoreboard.
no.
And as you can see, the scoreboard is written for the crowd. It is 24-21.
So, and RANVIER has missed on 2 straight attacks and got hit on counterattacks, and that
On
hurts.
garde. Fait.
No, we've still
Allez.
not fixed the graphics. 26 seconds on the
Ah,
clock.
attaque. En bas.
24-21 the score.
On garde. Fait. Allez. Remise, touche.
RANVIER
Point.
kept pushing forward there. It looked like a counter riposte.
24-22 to Japan
On garde.
with 22
Fait.
seconds left on the
Allez.
clock.
All right.
Japan getting that one.
In the preparation, RANVIER got nailed.
Point. On garde. Fait.
So you can see the
Allez.
score on your screen.
Beat attack from Kikuchi.
Touche. Point.
15 seconds on the clock.
On garde. Fait.
There we go. We've got the
Allez.
graphics working. 6 apiece in this leg. Time for one more. Yes, there
Remise,
is.
touche.
The
Point.
referee is allowing this touch. RANVIER thought that she had called halt on the first action. That was afterwards.
Garde. Fait. Allez.
Clock's ticking down. 7 seconds. RANVIER started that
underline.
leg
Angkat line.
superbly well, going 3-0 up, but then
Underline. S'il vous plaît.
it was great
Salute.
from Kikuchi. She was subbed in. She didn't start the match.
And she didn't start that leg well. She got hit three
Yeah.
touches, and she looked like she was flat-footed. And then all of a sudden, so that just completely changed this bronze medal match, because France again was coming closer to tying up the score, and then all of a sudden the fencer who seemed flat got hot.
Yeah, they got within 2.
Was it 2 or 1?
2 or 1.
Yeah.
And then suddenly, boom. Now TSUJI is on and will face Anita Blaz. So these are the best 2 fencers
On garde.
in this match for France and Japan. Both of them are on a positive indicator going into this last one.
So a lot of teams will put the fencer who is most capable of scoring a lot of touches in bunches in the 8th leg, the next to last leg, because that's the chance, the time where they can make up the most ground.
TSUJI is on a +6 indicator. She won against RANVIER 6-3 and against THIBUS 5-2. Blaz, well, she is on a +3 indicator. She lost the first one at UENO, but that was a containment leg. She lost it 2-1 and then won against AZUMA 6-2. So had a +4, plus or minus 1. That's a plus indicator of +3. But she does have that ability to go and get the hits.
The perfect example of the strategies with the United States team, which is the defending world and Olympic champion. Lee Kiefer, who's the double Olympic champion, they always put in the 8th spot because they feel if they're ever behind, she's the one that can go out and get the touches.
And you have more room on the scoreboard in the 8th than you do in the 9th if you're trailing.
Yes. So are they changing? What's is it the body cord they're going to change? Yes. See, that before you snake it through, the rule of thumb is you check it to make sure that it works. And that's what they've done.
feeding an electric cable through a pipe, tie a bit of string and tie it to the old one and pull it through. As any good Sparky would know. Do you know what a Sparky is?
Now, what is a Sparky?
An electrician.
Oh, really?
Do you know what a chippy is?
No, what's a chippy?
You know nothing.
I don't know this stuff. What is it?
A chippy is someone who works with wood, so someone who is basically a carpenter.
Ah, I got it. Sorry, I just know geeky fencing
A
rules.
chippy is also a fish and chip shop, just to be really confusing.
Oh my.
Right, here we go. Enough of the English lesson.
Oh, after all of that, it didn't work. The white light went on.
No,
Oh,
no.
no, it's ready.
The French would use a word beginning with P, which I'm not going to say live on television. But yes.
Well, it's the lull before the storm here, because in this next to last leg, Blas is going to have to throw caution to the wind here. I mean, it's been a very cautious match from both teams the whole way through. Containment legs and everything.
And we're waiting for fireworks.
Yeah,
we're waiting for fireworks, and we're not getting them because of a technical issue.
So it's been risk averse, but now that cannot be the case. Down by 5 and running out of time, they're going to have to take some risk and go for it.
So after the false start, here we go. Get the 8th underway.
Attack from the left, there's one. See, 5 touch differential seems like a lot, but if a fencer gets 2 or 3, the whole field changes. Don't think you can't have 5 in a row, but he just needs a couple.
Well, TSUJI was tempted into an attack there. That Blas had already started the attack, and now she might be a little bit more cautious.
That time. Yeah.
No.
TSUJI knows that Blas is going to be pushing, so if she sees an opening to try to surprise Blas, she will take that chance. She took the chance there, and it paid off.
So that last hit was not a counter; it was an attack. He said it into preparation.
In preparation. Same thing. So Japan has been resilient in this match. Every time it appears that France is about to make a little bit of a move or a big move, Japan seems to hang in there. Nice surprise action by TSUJI because she knows that Blas is single-mindedly focused on attacking right now. You could see the real wire went around.
Oh, it was caught between her legs.
Yeah.
Please come to the middle.
Pulled into the lateral center of the piece.
This is going to be a core to the right for a body contact to avoid a riposte. That appeared to be the case by TSUJI. She provoked the body contact as after she was parried. I'd see a card coming out here. And it's a red. Did she have a yellow already? I don't
No, it's straight red.
Oh, she dropped her weapon on purpose. That's what I didn't see that initially. Yeah, she dropped her weapon on purpose, and you can't do that. That's an immediate red card. That's the Yakimenko rule. Explain that.
Russian fencer.
Dropped the weapon just when he was about to get hit at 14-14. And everyone went a little bit cuckoo, and they finally came up with that rule. It's a good rule.
It's now known as the Yakimenko rule. The yak is back. Dimitri. Yakimenko, Dimitri.
Alexei. And here we go. Blas is getting a little bit of a rally here. That's attack from the left. That was the attack. And what TSUJI has to watch the starting of the point on the left. Watch the arm, and you can see it starts first. What TSUJI has to do now is not give up ground as easily as she did. She was boxed into a corner there, gave a huge territorial advantage to Blas. TSUJI has to do something different here.
Blas has got to 5, so any points that she scores now are catch up. I think Blas might be thinking, right, okay,
Did my job.
I've done my job, got it to within 2.
It's a risk. I mean, 2 is great.
2's great.
1 is better, but 3 would be a momentum breaker. But she's going for it. She's pushed TSUJI again. And she paid the price. Back to 3.
Now you're thinking, well, do I gamble again and see if I can get it back to 2 and end up with a 4-point gap going into the final leg? No, I think is the answer. I mean,
Well, 3.5 seconds. It looks like she's going to probably go for it. No, too far back. You could see she was 2 meters back.
right, so it's a 3-point lead to Japan, and whenever Japan have been caught up by France, whenever France have got close, Japan have somehow managed just to extend that lead again. France's score has kind of just yo-yoed below the score of Japan throughout this entire match. We're going into the 7th leg. UENO Yuka is coming on. And Ysaora THIBUS for France. UENO is on a +1, but very low scoring. So the first leg that UENO fenced, the very first leg was 2-1 over Blas, and then she came up against LACHERAY in that containment leg in the
Attack from the right.
Regarde. Vous prête? Allez.
And THIBUS is on a -4 indicator. Lost to AZUMA, lost to TSUJI.
Who set up a nice attack to the high line, but just missed. Off target.
Regarde. Vous prête? Allez.
Ueno has started off this leg opposite of Tsuji, who was pushed the whole time. Ueno doesn't want that to happen to her. She's been aggressive so far.
Regarde. Prête? Allez.
What a riposte by Ueno. That's going to open it up here now. THIBUS is going to have to start taking all sorts of risks. Amazing dexterity. Look at that. Almost turning the hand upside down. Amazing.
Regarde. Prête? Allez.
Now a 5-point lead.
Nice attack by Watch for when the referee says alley for Ueno to go forward here. I think she ceded ground too easily there. Maybe tries to catch THIBUS in preparation.
Very close to making that counter-attack work was Ueno.
Red, allez.
That wasn't great for Ueno.
No, that's twice in a row she's been pushed to the back.
Yeah.
And she's comfortable because she's squirmy and she's good defense, but she can't allow THIBUS to set up like that. She's getting too comfortable setting up those attacks at the end of the piece where Ueno has no more room to go back. So we're back to where we started, the 3-point differential. So,
But there's only 1 minute left on the clock.
yes,
No change.
time has become a factor. She's got to get going.
Red. Distance, s'il vous plaît. Celle-ci. Regarde. Red. Allez.
Sturdy attack from the left.
Fortuitous off-target lie. I think she went for the under the arm. Let's see. No, it was in the chest. Wow, just missed. Ueno has to be busier here right now. She's reacting.
I think Ueno's doing okay. All the pressure now will start to build on THIBUS. Pressure from the clock.
Regarde.
But 1 point is the time. If she can get the next one. easily catch up, level the score.
Yeah. One gap. Distance, please. Red. On.
Oh, the surprise attack. It was a matter of time, and that was the time she picked.
Up and under the arm, hitting to the flank.
One gap. Red. On.
Oh, Ueno had the time, she missed. Team was very fortunate there to get the counterattack. That could have been ball game right there.
One gap. Red. On.
Throughout the attack, Ueno made the riposte, and down to 2. Parry, riposte. Let's see if Ueno's a little bit more aggressive here.
One gap.
And now the French are right back in it again. They've been here before, though.
On.
Hold for core.
One gap.
Body contact.
There's 14 seconds left, and they've got plenty of time for THIBUS to get 2 more,
Yeah, one step back.
especially with Ueno already right at the back of the piece,
One gap.
already been pushed back.
Red.
So advantage with THIBUS.
On.
But Ueno is so hard to hit. But a card to Ueno.
Turning.
Another card will give a point to THIBUS.
So basically, THIBUS has to score immediately to leave herself enough time to try to tie it up.
And Ueno will know that.
Yeah.
So a surprise attack from Ueno, or look for a parry riposte.
B.
Red. On.
Looks for the parry riposte. Does she get it? Yes, she does.
First attack was nowhere parried. And that's going to do it most likely.
I think it
Parried.
Yeah. And then took up the right of way and only just dinged onto the back between the shoulder blades of THIBUS.
It was B.
Red. On.
Deliberate core. Is this going to be
Carton jaune pour la corps.
Let's core to avoid a riposte.
by TB?
Yeah. Because you can do core intentionally and deliberately, but you can't do that once you're parried, because then you're preventing your opponent from scoring on the riposte.
On.
Riposte from the right off target.
2.22 seconds.
Distance. Red. On. Attaque parade. Riposte non valable.
You know, we used to say to the fencers 1 at a time. Well, here you have to say 3 at a time.
Red. On.
Well, that's it. Japan have won bronze. And the Olympic bronze medalists have won bronze here at the World Championships in Hong Kong.
Great battle, great try by France, but it comes down to one word: resilience. The Japanese team, they bend, but they didn't break. Score was tied twice. Third time France made the rally, and Japan was just too tough and held on.
So the French go home empty-handed. Big defeat that they took to Team